Hello, hello. Welcome to the PG-ish podcast. I'm Erin with your parental guidance to help you grow yourself as a parent and raise healthy, happy, and successful humans. Okay, it may seem early, but with Mother's Day less than a month away, it's never too soon to start planning how you want to spend the day. To all the mamas out there, take the lead and start sharing your ideas now. And to the men tuning in, well, consider how you can give your wife and or your mom a well-deserved day off. Side note, if Mother's Day is hard for you, or perhaps you simply need an outlet to process and vent, look no further than BetterHelp Online Therapy. With a team of licensed therapists and counselors, BetterHelp offers confidential and convenient online therapy sessions that you can access from the comfort of your own home. Their online platform is easy to use and offers a variety of therapy options, including chat, phone, and video sessions. Their therapists can provide the guidance and support you need to overcome your challenges and achieve your goals. Sign up with BetterHelp at betterhelp.com/PGish to save 10% and take the first step towards a happier, healthier you. Your mental health is worth investing in. But back to Mother's Day. I've been thinking about it because it always falls a week after my birthday. And this year, my kiddos won't be with me on my birthday. Yet I've heard rumblings of them wanting to do something for me on Mother's Day instead. And as they've grown older and become more independent, the mere thought of them reciprocating love and celebration on their own terms kind of excites me. You know, it's not just about their sweet gestures, though. It's also about how they've been influenced by what they've seen at home. Now, of course, this isn't anything new. This is basically the whole premise of PG-ish. And while I can't take all of the credit, because they have plenty of role models, it's humbling to see how some of my own actions and behaviors have rubbed off on them. Which is why I'm featuring Eric Thomas, also known as E.T., who is an acclaimed author, world-renowned speaker, educator, and pastor who spreads creative, common-sense approach to living a successful professional and personal life. Today, E.T. will share his insights on how we can raise the bar for ourselves and our kiddos, creating a new legacy that will inspire generations to come. He'll quickly share the importance of setting standards and breaking generational patterns. Get ready to be inspired and challenged to raise the bar and create a new legacy. Here's E.T.
Your success shouldn't separate you from your family. All right? Now listen to me very closely. I don't mean be careful. I don't mean that they're going to be on the same page as you and they're going to work with you. I'm not talking about that. But I'm talking about just spending time with your family. Right? So I was spending time with my family and my mom was like, yo, I saw that video you put out today. I was like, oh, okay, which one? Because, I don't really do it. Somebody else put them up. But I got to act like I know which one. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how slash I did. That's my media team. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they putting up, right? And so my mom was like, I just kind of do I come up with the words we should say, and that's pretty much it. And so my mom was like, yeah, was you with Nick? The speaker, I was like, Nick Boychick? No, Ma, I went with him. I ain't been with him in 2 or 3 years. We were in Germany together. And she's like, oh, I saw his video. And she kind of went with he ain't had no arms and no legs. And she was about to go, poor Nick. I was like, oh, no, poor you. I was like, Nick, good. Nick doing good. You know what I'm saying? Not only is he one of the best speakers in the world, he married with a wife. I saw him on the beach. I was like, Nick, wife, she had a bathing suit with the 2 kids. I was like, Nick doing it big. I'm like, Nick doing it bigger than people with arms and legs. I know some guys with arms and legs. You ain't living like that. Watch this. And so my mom was kind of like, yo, poor Nick. I was like, no, Ma, poor you. See, Nick grew up that way, Ma. And so his whole life, he's had to adapt. You haven't. Yeah, you just missed what I just said. You missed what I just said. Nick came out the womb knowing I don't have this, let's go to work. Nick came out like no arms, no legs, no pity on me. I'm about to be the best in the world that has ever done. Look, y'all, I told y'all in the video. Nick oh man, y'all gotta meet Nick, right? Nick out this world. So I was in Germany with Nick, right? I got there on time because I didn't want nobody to be on that CP. I didn't want nobody to be on that. So I got there early, right? Nick got to that joint late. And I'm talking about Nick came in bossed up. Nick came in with the wheelchair boy and was like, woo, and he came right at me. I know who you are. I was like, okay. But he was like, I'm Nick. I was like, all right. He came right up on me and then hit the button and the chair went up. You know what I'm saying? And we was right here. He was on me. He like, I'm Nick. I was like, what's up, Nick? Started telling me about his life. Then my man got on stage with like a black shirt with the black pants looking sweet. And he had like this thing they made for him. And he was going back and forth and murdering the audience. I'm talking about I hadn't seen that like that in my life. And so I explained to my mom, Nick learned at an early age with no arms and no legs, I got everything I need. Nick was like, I got everything I need to be successful. You got arms and legs and still waiting on something else. You like if I could just get a little money. I just need a loan. You don't need no loan. You need to wake yourself up and hold yourself accountable. Write that down for me real quick. I want you to write that down. What are the things that you are still saying that you need in order to blow up? Write those down for me right quick. Write those down. And here's the scary part, that as you say you need those things, every generation that comes behind you are going to talk that same negative talk. So you're about to pass that down. How do I know? I'm a high school dropout. My father was a high school dropout. And my grandfather was a high school dropout. Listen to me. I used to always say to myself when I got older, why didn't somebody call me when I dropped out and hold me accountable other than my mother? And I realized because all of my uncles, for the most part, and my father had dropped out of high school, that was the standard, and nobody could hold you accountable for the standard. So guess what? When I dropped out of high school, and then I dropped out of college, when my son was born, I went to that school and I begged them to let me in. They said, what's the difference between you today and you 3 weeks ago? And I said, the difference is I have a legacy. And my father dropped out. I dropped out. My grandfather dropped out. I have to finish college so my son can at least finish high school. No. And of course, I got the master's degree, the PhD. Watch this. This is the biggest accomplishment of my life. Right? And they're not going to tell you this one on TV. I graduated from Michigan State University, East Lansing, the Breslin Center. Go white. When my son graduated from high school, his high school was so big that he marched across the stage at the Bres. And then when my son graduated from college, he marched across the bridge. We were the first two in our family to get degrees from major universities. Watch this. And in May, my daughter will walk across the bridge for the second time and get her degree on the bridge. We are creating a new legacy.
Okay, if E.T. fired you up, then please go check out his YouTube channel. He has a wealth of inspirational videos that will help you create new goals and take inspired action. If you want to learn more about E.T. or check out one of his books called You, Ignite Your Power, Your Purpose, and Your Why, head to the links in the show notes. All right, my friend, thanks for joining me today. If you're enjoying PG-ish, you can find more musings on Instagram at PG-ish Parenting, or please subscribe and leave a comment or review on Apple Podcasts so that more parents can grow alongside their kiddos like you. See you next time.